an all-night diner between Ontario and Lake Louise. And every night I keep my truck a-rolling, only stopping for the coffee she serves me.
So he remembers, like you, his memory's killer.
Yeah.
So his book is like a history of Canadian country music as he saw it. So there's names in there.
He traveled a lot, and his main work was for about, I don't know how many years, several years, was as a single, and when he'd do his albums, he'd get the band track without his voice. And he'd go as a single, sit down behind a huge table full of all these albums that he had built up over the first few years, and play the band track and sing to it, play his guitar and sing with it, or play the fiddle to it on his fiddle albums. And he'd go into a Walmarts from coast to coast. He played back and forth for years. And good guy, you know, both of those guys, his partner, the other guy, other black guy was named Harry Cromwell.
Mm-hmm.
Harry was probably a little tighter musician than Brent. Brent was good, but Harry was one of those guys that could just pick up the instrument and you start a song and he played at least what I thought was right away. Brent had to work on it a little bit to get it.
Pretty revolutionary when you think about it, that you guys were touring with a couple of black musicians. I mean, you know, in those days, it's not like today, right?
Well, there was some problems, some of which they didn't even know about. It was an interesting situation in St. John, New Brunswick. There was a television show on at the time called the Maritime Farmers Burn Dance. Maritime Farmer was a magazine that sponsored this country music
sort of like
show.
Star Weekly kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a farm magazine, agricultural magazine, but articles on various things, people, whatever. And so they had this television show live in those days. Of course, this would be 1959, still live. And so we went there and went in and talked to the guys, and they put us on the show as guests. Brent Williams, Harry Cromwell, and myself.
Just the three of you?
Just the three of us. We traveled that way a lot.
Did you?
The three of us. Sometimes carried a bass player, but not often. Not just any more than half the time. So anyway, the show was over. And I'm walking out, and the girl said, "Oh, you got some calls." And she had written down these phone calls. There were 7 calls. 2 of them congratulated us on being a great band. One said, "Where are you playing? We want to see you again." But the other 5 said, "We know what you are, an end lover,